PB, hit the nail on the head. I've finished work. So, live stream. So I've got to go jump off this now so I can see the chat. Yeah, finished about over an hour ago. I was talking to Nick about an hour ago and I finished.
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
Have you seen my polyp extension challenge?
You're breaking up there, Narcosis.
Have you seen my polyp extension?
Your polyp extension?
Yeah.
No, but I will now. Let me have a look.
Here, I'll post my video to you.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Go on, post a link. It'll be easy.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Has everyone seen Michael's video? Where he's been sucking that crap up? It's giving man flu. Right, I can't see your comments at the minute. I'm just looking at his.
Hey, there, Paul. I put it in the YouTube chat. If
I'm looking at
you
it.
feel that you have better polyp extension than me, make a video.
You know I've got better polyp extensions than that. Mine.
Go look, man. Go look.
I'm on it. Rico's Reef Tank Entry 2.0. I'll tell you what, Narcosis. That is beautiful polyp extension. Really, really is.
There you go, buddy.
Nice that. I would say I'm jealous, but mine are the same, so I'm all good.
Anyways, I'm at work. Break's about to end in like 2 minutes, so I got to get going.
No worries.
We'll be listening all day because that's what I do. I love to listen to you guys talk.
I say I'm probably going to keep this on until about 7 o'clock or something. Half day. Like I said, wife will be back then. Well, about 7:30.
Sounds good.
My time. So what? About 4.5 hours. I'll leave it on for about 4.5 hours.
Nice.
Might even go less than that. All right. Catch you later. The secret is, if it goes in your mouth, wash your mouth out straight away with salt water. Not tank salt water. Salt water from your kitchen. Oh, get a bit of a Dettol. Give yourself a swim. You use Dettol in your mouth. Gargle it. So. Right, let me just pin this tank to this. Because I think this one's better. Let me pin. Oh, by the way, look how crystal that is. And I'm using the cheapest salt on the planet. So, good for me. Why is this not working? Right, I'm back on. Is no one writing, or is it me? It's Scooter Blenny. BB, is that Scooter Blenny? Is it eating frozen or is it just munching on the pods? Right, let me get back to it. Yeah, like I say, you don't need to do water change until the bacteria's all kicked in. But I'd say in another week, I'd give it one. Just a small one. Just to, I think Mick Chan's just done one. And after 3 or 4 weeks. I say it's good to do one after about 3 or 4 weeks. But it's eating frozen. Papa's he's frozen. No, you're laughing then. He's eating frozen, you're laughing. You've got to worry. Tell you what, it's been like an oven here today. Red hot. Have you got any reef rides, PB? If you want to get your nitrates up, just put some reef rides in. I've got to dose reef rides every other day now, just to keep my nitrates at 8 where I want them. Reefing with what? Seymour, it rained this morning here, and since then it's not rained, and it's actually glorious. Yeah, reef rides are flake food, but you want to watch your phosphates and all. Yeah, but reef rides, I use reef rides. And it's a weird thing. It's because people buy reef rides to feed the corals. I use it as a nitrate adder. It will feed me corals, but I don't use it to feed the corals, if you know what I mean. Well, this morning I thought it was going to lever it down all day. It was horrendous, the weather this morning. I went out, got wet for 10 minutes working, and then it just went red hot. It's been nice all day. Hello. How are you doing? Need to get someone on the chat with me. Where's Seymour? Seymour needs to go on the chat with me. I know it's early. Come on. Get the link. PB, can you get that copy of that link and paste it in? I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. On my phone, so I don't know how to do it. So, YouTube. Yeah, see you in a bit. Ah, see, there's the hangout link. I guess people need to jump on. Might be too early to start a live stream. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Ooh. Let's get some different views on. So I don't get my hangouts back on. Boom. Right, let's do this. It needs to focus a bit. Morning, Bob. Good morning, buddy. Haley, jump on the hangout so I'm not on my own. Otherwise, I'll beat you at that ever game thing. That ever wing. And wind you up. That's just one section now. Let me get the other bit. 1 minute. Just let me do.
Hello.
Hey, up.
Hey, up. How's you?
How's it going? Really, really hot. It's bloody. I'm boiling hot.
I know, it's that muggy, isn't
Turn
it?
the camera on. Yeah. I said we peeled it down this morning. It's just got hot ever since.
No, it is horrible. Sticky weather. What have you been up to? Out and out.
Working. Finished.
Well, it's
In fact,
pissing it down here. Not doing it today. Well,
it's raining.
Way, but
It's
Yep.
not raining here.
absolutely battered it down through the night. It was all right for a couple of hours this morning, and then it just keeps raining.
I said rain this morning, finished about 9:30, and then it's just been hot ever since. When the sun comes out, red hot. It's just texting Nick. Telling him I'm on.
I'm just getting ready to close one of my little tanks down
Why?
because I'm moving the stuff into my big tank. Because I need to take the floor up in there. Obviously, my 3-foot's been built in, so the flooring will fit around it. But the little one, it's going. Look like a bitch.
Might be all right.
Yeah, it might be. Hopefully. Now I need to figure out how to get a nem off one of the other rocks. Should have blasted
Watch
with a
Power.
whip. No, I haven't ever seen that. Loads of people go on about it.
What? Ooh, it's brilliant.
Is it good?
I love it. I'm addicted.
I'm already addicted to so many things. It's ridiculous.
I know.
And you got me addicted to that stupid game. I could batter you.
Hey, I'm pretty damn good at that game.
Hello, I can't see you. I admit defeat.
My missus does the same thing. She goes mental when I get a big score. I got a score the other day, and I think it was like 5,500 with her. It's all good.
Oh.
You see Michael's video where he's poorly?
Yeah.
It's man flu. That.
Idiot.
I think
Man
he
flu.
just someone needs to tell him. It's just man flu.
Some people have got
I'm gonna-
polio, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. That's it. He's got the voice, you know, when you're in work sick. I'm not well.
I know, I keep saying to myself, I'm going to get one of those little things that you squeeze. So when you siphon the water out. Because I always
I just wrote a comment.
on the end, give it a
Yeah,
suck.
I just put a comment. Reef tank man flu.
Oh, no, it's so quiet.
What, on
My
here?
mum went, no, just in
Yours?
general. My mum went into respite, so I've got a fortnight off. So I needed a break.
The thing is, you're looking after someone 24/7. You need a break.
Yeah, I was due one. I haven't had one since last year.
That's what they're there for. You know what I mean?
Hello, Dave.
It's Dave, yeah?
Yeah, Dave, jump on. Then you won't be alone. So I'm off to Uber.
You're off to Uber. Yeah, jump on, Dave, in the morning before your breakfast.
Yay.
You got a link?
There's one still in the chat. You haven't took it out.
Yeah, sometimes when you first jump on, you can't get it though, can you?
True.
Where's Dave? Where's Dave? Come on, Dave. There's a link, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Haley. Hey, Paul.
You right, Dave?
Uh,
Got a sore toe.
nothing at Paul.
Right, I'm just going to quickly run the Uber around and I'll be back in a bit.
Oh, now you're leaving?
I'll be back soon.
She's Ubering out. She wants to Uber out.
She told me to jump on. And she leaves? That's weird.
It's one of them.
I guess it was just a quickie.
Yeah. So, how's things?
Oh, screw that tank. I'm about to kick it over. I got every kind of algae.
Why?
I got every kind of algae in there. I didn't have a good flow in the tank. I know it. So there were a lot of dead spots, detritus and stuff just building up. So between that, target feeding corals, not having enough cleanup crew because the fish pick on them. So I had some hair algae.
Exactly same as mine, Dave. Yeah, same as mine, Dave. I put cleanup crew in my fish, just like eat them because you know I've got wrasse. Yeah,
I've got a wrasse. I've got a fox face. My tang is. I got the little coal tang. He's an asshole. He beats up everybody.
To have the same fish. Yeah, you seem to have the same fish as me. I've got coal tang, a fox face, and wrasse.
Yeah. And I've got a very large coral banded shrimp. I think he dismantles hermit crabs for a hobby.
I used to have loads of hermit crabs in here, and now I see maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But they don't come out until 2 o'clock in the morning when they know the fish are asleep.
Yeah, I went to Petco, had 5 for $5. So I went and bought 10 hermit crabs. I don't see 10 hermit crabs, I tell you that.
Well, our local LFS, when they used to do like meats and all that once or twice a year, they used to give you 10 hermit crabs for free.
Oh, see.
They did that, or they used to give you an air can free, or a mini zoa colony for free. You know, just to get you into the store.
Sure. Well,
I used to walk and get me free stuff and walk out.
I had hair algae popping up here and there, and then I saw bryopsis, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no!"
There's
I
a,
didn't have enough
there's a
fluconazole.
certain magnesium. There's a certain magnesium that I can get rid of.
No,
I think
not
it's
anymore. Heck,
is it
Kent-
continuum?
They changed the formula. It doesn't have the magic potion in it anymore.
So what
Unless you
does have
got
the
a
magic
formula.
potion in it?
Fluconazole. Yeah, my tank has a yeast infection.
See, that's the thing. Everything eats everything except bryopsis.
Yeah. Well, once you treat it with the fluconazole, it starts turning white. The fox face will pick at it.
Right. What is it? It must have a bitter taste to fish. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. They don't like it. So I'm digging around in the tank last night with the siphon hose. I get behind the rocks because I knocked a coral frag off. I get behind the rock. I feel like a fur ball of algae behind the rock. So I tore the whole tank down last night. I tore the rocks apart, not the whole tank. I just took all the rocks apart. Frags are all on the sand bed, just so I could get a good
What's
clean.
your phosphates and nitrates? Well, your phosphates, you won't be able to read them with thinking, but what's your nitrates?
Zippity doo-dah. It's all in the algae, bud.
I was going to say, well, why don't you get some, do you know that ATM outbreak and some lanthanum chloride?
Yeah, I'm
Just to lower your nitrates.
I put the fluconazole in, but I only had half as much. So we're running an experiment right now.
Right.
We're supposed to use 200 milligrams treats 10 gallons. So I have 4 tablets. It should treat 40 gallons. I have a 55-gallon tank.
In my system, I think everyone knows, like, ever since I've had it, I've never, ever had air algae. Right?
That's good.
And I've always, like, blown smoke up my own ass by saying, I've never had it. Nah. You know, one of these?
Right.
But let me just see if I can get this here. It might only, to you, it might only seem a little bit. But to me, see that rock? Hang on, where's it gone? Get back on.
Oh.
Where is it? Right, there we go. See the rock?
Yeah.
We'll see it there.
That's
Little patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's actually airy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's down there. So if it's starting like that, it's going to be starting everywhere else, isn't it?
Anywhere it can grab a hold. Yep. But I noticed that my egg cans onto little pieces of rubble rock. Those rubble rocks grew the hair algae first. So I took them out of a bag of dry rubble rock. So that's the first problem. They weren't cycled. Second problem is I target feed the egg cans and all the food sits on those rocks that the egg cans don't eat.
Yeah.
So it's, I'll get there. It's fun. I got to redo my tank last night. See, I don't have any big colonies or big pieces like you do. Everything I have is all frags. So it's easy.
Well, this is how this worked. Everything in there was a frag. Absolutely. Everything you see was from a tiny little.
Yeah, I don't have any of the growth. Because I've been moving around and futzing around with the tank so long. This tank, that tank.
It's like that. Yeah, it's like that there. See that square bit there underneath? That's where I put the frag on top of it. There. And all that's grown from the frag and all. Leptostraea. That's nice. Your algae rock up and all, so you can't see it.
And so I got in there last night, ripped it all out. I increased the power. I got a new Jabo PP8. So I got some really good flow going. My skimmer pulled out a whole cup of nasty last night, just overnight. So things are happening.
Yeah. Now, of course, he said there, Dave, what are you doing to get all the nuisance algae?
I don't know.
He's just been telling you that.
Yeah. So. Too much feeding, not enough flow.
See, there's that, but like bryopsis, it's got to come in from somewhere. Buying frags from your LFS with the rock that they're on, the spores could be on there. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. I've seen it in my LFS.
You only need one spore, don't
you? I'm not worried about the bryopsis. I'll just.
Have you got bubble algae?
Fluconazole. No, not in that system. No bubble algae. Just hair, and I'm actually not even sure it's hair. I think it's more of a green turf. It's a lot tougher than hair algae.
Yeah.
So
See, that's what that seems like.
2 days ago, I put in half the amount of fluconazole that I should have. Since then, the turf algae is much easier to come off the rocks, and anything that was bryopsis has turned white. So,
Is your foxface eating it?
it nibbles at it. My foxface is so skittish. He's not out like yours unless I'm feeding. And if he is, he just follows the cold tang around. But most of the time, he's behind a rock making different colors. I think he's retarded.
Right.
No
Does it blow
offense.
bubbles at the top of the water?
No.
Yeah, mine does. It goes to the top of water at night and blows bubbles.
I know Rico sticks his head out of the water to get some algae off his cross brace.
Yeah, they are weird ones, like.
Yeah. Mine's a strange one.
Cleaned all my pumps yesterday because they was, in fact, the pumps they was covered in air algae yesterday. You know, just the pumps.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
getting all the flow and not.
oh, you got your random flow generator nozzle, I see.
Yeah, but it's shadowing over that. You know, the SPS at the top.
Right.
You can see it. Let me just lift that up there.
I grew some
Look,
nice.
it's making a shadow right off the SPS.
Those random flows really get a hold of the algae nice.
Yeah.
You've just got You just got one on there?
Yeah, there's only one in this one.
Every time you got your hand in your tank, cover the front of it. It'll help keep it clear. Because it'll blow the water out the back where it's supposed to suck the water.
Right.
It's like self-cleaning. Don't tell CJ.
Yeah. Trademark that. You can't have that.
What'd you get, Death Mage? She said her fish came this morning.
Game with chips, salt and vinegar.
It's like you fish every day. Just go see P Babe, right? At work. She'll bring you fish and chips.
That's the one. Naso and a white spot boxfish.
Nice. That's for the 125.
Boxfish. Boxfish get about a foot square, don't they?
Some do. I think she found one that doesn't get as big.
The dwarf one.
He was talking about the boxfish the other night. She said he doesn't get as big. Yes. See, I listen. I listen to you, Death Mage.
It's like Naso tanks. They get, what, a foot and a half, don't they?
Yeah, they get pretty big. I'd love to have one, but I only have a 4-foot tank, so not going to do it.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way that I'll be able to do it.
Blue Zoo Aquatics. I never heard of them. Give us a review on Blue Zoo Aquatics.
Blue Zoo Aquatics. I'm going to have a look at that box. White spot boxfish. Let me have a look at that. White spot boxfish.
He's got them little yellow ones and the little cowfish at the LFS. They look fun. You know, they're tiny. I hear they get ugly when they get big.
White spot boxfish. It's yellow spots at the side. No, I've never seen one of them before.
Yeah, and she says they don't get as big. She, you know, Mage. She does her research before she buys anything.
Yeah.
Not like me.
Mature.
Like, yo, I like that. Throw it in the tank. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Mature size, 10 inches. It's just under a foot. Yeah, about. Yeah. Still big fish, isn't it? 10 inches.
She says she has a female. The male has a little more color for a little more money.
That actually does say male there. So let's have a look if we can find the female. Oh, female there.
Black with white spots.
I'll tell you what, yeah, that's completely different than the male. Looks complete. Yeah, it looks like a different fish completely.
Oh.
Let's just get this up so people can see this. This
Yeah,
is the
now
female.
that's-
I don't know if you can see that there. That's the female,
I'm not seeing nothing.
right?
I'm on the wrong screen.
You're not seeing.
No, I see you with your phone.
Tell me. You see that now, yeah?
I don't know what they're seeing on YouTube. He's cool looking. Yeah, I see.
That's the female. And then the male is. I said the male looks completely different colour.
That's cool.
Look at that. That's the male.
It looks like a little Valentino puffer almost.
Yeah. Completely, like I said, completely like yellow, like with white top. Like I say, you get the female,
Hmm.
and she's just
He said
looks
the
more
male
around,
has
just
a
completely.
tinge.
Yeah, that's the female. It looks like a completely different fish, doesn't it? But that male, I would have gone for that one because that just looks. I've never seen a fish like that.
Hmm.
Really nice that. Why is my phone
I think
beeping?
they're all related to the cowfish and boxfish. They're all related. I think they can all toxin your tank too, to a point. But
Yeah.
and did you find these to be more reef safe than the others, Death Mage, or? Yeah, same family, different color. Well, I tell you, last night I was ready to catch all the fish, bring them to the store, and say, "Give me new ones. These suck."
Oh, do you know the amount of times I've done that? Then I bought fish and I think, you know what, absolutely crap. And I took them back like a week later, saying, "Give me some proper fish."
Yeah, these guys don't eat algae. These guys only eat the algae sheets. I'm gonna stop feeding them. See if they eat some algae today.
Do you know what? That's what I do, Dave. Do you know, like when I do see like I've got them little green patches now, I won't be feeding them. Get that cold tang on the go. You know, you've got a cold tang. Let it do its job.
Yeah.
I say you feed it, they're not going to be hungry, so they're not going to go nipping at it.
Oh, King, I was just saying that they hide most of the time unless I'm feeding them, and they're not doing their job as far as cleaning algae. That's why I got a coal tang and a fox face, and they bully any newcomers. Somebody knocked my starry blenny right out of the tank with a cover. So that must have been
With
some
a cover.
Yeah. Unless he got down in the overflow and then jumped out of one of the sumps, which is possible because the first video of him was me scooping him out of the overflow. But yeah, they would constantly.
What tank have you got?
I've got a 55. It's 4 feet long. It's really shallow front to back. It's maybe 12 inches, which I hate.
Right.
So it's hard to get the right flow in that tank because it's like a picture frame, you know. You can go across the front and back.
I'm gonna set a GoFundMe page up for Dave. Dave needs a larger tank.
Dave will get a larger tank as soon as he sees that 120 for sale, cheap.
That's the word, isn't it? Cheap. It's got.
I do this whole
I've seen
thing.
some beautiful tank. Like one, Dave.
I do the whole thing on the cheap.
I do. I'm one of these that never go out and buy expensive stuff. And you get all people saying, "You buy cheap, you buy twice." I'm thinking, I buy cheap, I'll make it last. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Well,
See, I don't think you're big. Go on.
here's a good
Go on,
example
go
of
on, Dave.
don't buy cheap. I bought just a power head from Petco because it was $20 and I was at Petco. So I figure, wait, why not? It'll give me more flow in the tank. I put it in the tank. It's got great flow, but it raises the temperature of the tank by 2 degrees. So it runs hot for some reason. So I don't use it. And then I get hair algae because I got no flow. So there's one instance of don't be cheap. You know, so what did I spend? 20, maybe $30 by the time I got it out of the store. Double that, I got a Jabo PP8, which is not an expensive pump, but at least it's variable speed. I can set it up a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But don't buy garbage. We had a big sale at the LFS and all the vendors were there, and the Aquion guy was there. I said, yeah, I buy your tanks all the time. And the guy goes, yeah, you buy our tanks and nothing else, right? I said, well, that's how the saltwater community looks at you guys, as sumps.
Yeah, yeah.
$1 per gallon.
Try to get a nice shot of that.
Yeah, but knock on wood, King. I mean, if the fish are healthy, I haven't had any of the fish diseases. Like poor Doctor of Welsh Magic just keeps getting that hick, and I hear you guys losing fish all the time. My fish are always healthy, probably because I feed the hell out of them, and that's why I have all the other problems in the tank.
Tangs, yeah, it's like Nico said, their tangs are bullies.
Yeah.
I think my coal tangs are not. Like my coal tangs, really, really nice. Do you know what I mean?
I think it comes down to who's the biggest fish in the tank, and then what's their attitude.
Yeah.
When my six
My biggest fish.
my 6-line was the biggest fish, he was an asshole. Now he's not the biggest fish, and he's cool. Does his job.
My 6-line's not the biggest. Yeah. My 6-line's not the biggest fish, and it's definitely an asshole.
What kind of wrasse is that right in front there? Oh. Got a blue patch on him.
Which one?
I'm watching on YouTube, so I'm a little behind. It looks to be like a greenish yellow with a blue belly.
Greenish yellow. Oh, the leopard wrasse.
Leopard wrasse. Yeah, he looks cool.
Well, they've got about 50 names, haven't they? I think that's one of the fish that has the most names.
Yeah, does he sleep in the sand or in the rockwork?
That's a sand dweller one.
He's just a sand guy.
I think. Yeah. I think there's only the 2-spot wrasse, which is not in there. I think the rest are.
King, same thing.
2-spot wrasse. Yeah. Like I said, they all do. Virgin to me, they all do the same thing. All eat the same thing except the 2-spot. The 2-spot wrasse is the one that is the biggest hunter in the tank.
Oh, really?
That just rips the snails apart and everything.
Oh, yeah, we don't need that.
But it's a lovely, lovely looking fish. My missus thinks it's ugly.
Well, my coal tang had a big spot on the side of him, and I think it was from my box face, just saying, all right, enough already. Either bit him or spiked him or something. I knew it wasn't hick.
Look at this fish.
Like
you're watching on YouTube, just give us something to kick him. Right, but this is a 2-spot wrasse. Right? How can no one not like that fish?
Wow.
The colours on that. That's not one. That's a look, so that's a 2-spot wrasse. They look beautiful.
Sometimes I just want to say screw it and go fish only.
Yeah. See, mine looks like that there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Proper hunters.
I keep looking at those, what are they called? Harlequin tusks with the big blue teeth on them and all the colors. I love those fish. I know they'll like destroy a reef tag probably though.
You can look at that though and know that is a meat eater, can't you? You know what I mean?
He looks like a bass.
Yeah, yeah.
Pull them out of the lake.
Let's have a look here. Temperature, alkalinity to 12. Minimum tank size, 340 litres. Care level, easy. Semi-aggressive. Reef compatible? No.
No.
They say reef compatible, though. They're not saying that they're going to eat corals. It's just that they'll eat your snails, your crabs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, things you want.
Yeah. Well, I used to love shrimps. No shrimps now.
I also harvested half of my Chato because the ball was getting kind of big. So I figured it wasn't doing me any good. You know,
Yeah.
have it taken up more. It might have been, as big as it could get in there, and then the whole middle's not doing anything. So
See them leopard wrasse. One of the easiest fish to keep in your system. Here, care level, expert only. I'm an expert and I didn't know it.
700 million on the Powerball tonight. I got to get me a ticket. I could work with that.
How does it work? How many numbers have you got to get?
There's a Powerball number, and then I think there's 5 other numbers.
And how much that cost you? $1 or something?
$2 on that one. That's a $2 ticket. You got to be in it to win it, though. 700 million. I think I could work with that.
Here we go. The name of that fish, Dave, it says Blue Star Leopard Wrasse.
Blue Star Leopard Wrasse.
Yeah, or Divided Wrasse. Peacock Wrasse. Vermiculite Wrasse. Vermiculite.
Vermiculite.
Vermiculite, yeah. Or in American, vermiculite.
No, we say vermiculite. That's actually a lightweight additive that they put in cement to make it lightweight.
They have a lot of names.
Well, is it the chorus wrasse that's yellow? Is it a chorus wrasse that's yellow?
Look, chorus.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's chorus with a CH or CO, like choral, or chorus like singing. I just know there's a yellow one that's pretty cool. You can look up yellow wrasse. That would probably.
Well, you got the banana wrasse and the silver belly wrasse, haven't you?
Okay. There's so many names.
Let's have a look. See that?
King says it's called the V wrasse for people that can't pronounce the name right.
Yeah.
Any of you guys use a UV sterilizer? No, I don't. Pat Murphy suggested maybe I should. I'm not going to be bothered with that.
Who said that?
Nat King wanted to know that he uses a UV.
I've used one for 5 years. And for the last, I'd say, 5 or 6 weeks, I turned it off. I just turned it off. I've not used it since. And my tank looks... Do you know what? Do you know what, Dave?
What?
I've just thought.
Why you got algae?
Yeah.
Maybe turn that shit back on.
Guess what I'm doing, Dave?
Is it still
Turning that shit back on.
Hey, I guess Pat Murphy had a good idea then about the UV sterilizer. He just made a comment on my last week's update.
Why would they say?
Oh, he says, have you thought about using a UV sterilizer when I was talking about all the algae I was getting?
Well, there you go. I think that definitely told you something, hasn't it? Yeah. Got a link, Nick. Let me just send him a link. So
Dave, you might be Miss ID Prius. I don't know what that means, Narcosis. I think you're listening to the radio and talking into your text.
I really don't understand that either. Dave, you might be miss.
Sounds like an insult. Meet you outside.
Misiding or misidentification. Stop
Oh,
feeling.
bryopsis. I might be mis-IDing the bryopsis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
I don't think so. I know what it looks
I
like.
think people. You know what? Yeah, I was going to say. You know what biopsis looks like.
But thanks for saying I might be. That was very big of you. That left a question in your statement, which is something you normally don't do.
Did someone jump on then?
Yeah, me. How's it going?
Yeah, me.
Hey, me.
Yeah.
I sound different.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah. What?
I was going to say, I've just been telling Dave then, a few weeks back, about 4 or 5 weeks back, I turned my UV sterilizer off.
Right.
I thought, yeah, I'm not using it anymore.
Okay.
I thought, no. And since then, I've got little spots of like algae in my tank.
Oh, no.
Oh, so you do have
Not like-
a stereo UV ozone on your tank. Got a UV on there?
Yeah, I do. But I've
Hold
never,
up.
like I say, I don't use it.
Oh, you don't use it.
But I
Just
don't
turned
use
it
Dave,
off.
what's happening, buddy?
What's up, Matt?
Nothing
Yeah.
much, brother.
Yeah, but I've just turned it on now. I've just turned it on because I'm going to. I don't want biopsies like Dave.
No, because from a lot of people that I talk to that use a UV, they say it really help prevent, it really help keep the fish living longer because it kill all sorts of parasites in there.
Yeah, but how do they know that? Have they had their fish 20, 30 years?
You said you what? I'm sorry to hear.
I don't think. I'm saying I don't think there's any proof that UV sterilizer keeps your fish alive longer.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't believe there's any proof in that whatsoever.
Gotcha.
They have to go through the light, right, flow and speed to be killed by the light. And there's too many other places for them to stay in the tank and survive if they don't go through the light. Is my opinion. So you're cleaning a little bit of your water with it. It's not a bad
You
thing.
could have that tank running. Yeah, I was going to say, Dave, you could have that tank running for 10 years non-stop, and you're not going to get every bit of that water through that UV light and every parasite through that UV light.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So, in other words, you have to get pretty much eliminates, but it really don't solve a whole entire issue. Would you say?
Yeah, like I said, this is like I think there is good things with UV, and there's bad things with UV. So to me, it's a 50-50 thing. You're killing the good stuff, you're killing the bad stuff. You turn it on. Yeah, you turn it on, you kill the good stuff, you kill the bad stuff. You leave it off, you're not killing the good stuff, and you're not killing the bad stuff. See what I mean?
Gotcha.
So either way, I think it gives you more clarity in your water.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one for you then, Paul.
on.
How much good stuff do you need?
How much bad stuff do you need? Because
Well,
you need the bad stuff.
Yeah, but you're killing some of the bad stuff.
You
but
don't want all the bad
how
stuff.
much
though.
good stuff do you need? If you don't need that much good stuff, it doesn't matter if you lose a bit. You're just skimming it out anyway.
Nick, if I was a marine biologist, I'd tell you, but I'm not.
Yeah, but when they say good stuff, what's the good stuff? What does it mean, good stuff?
The good stuff is the good stuff is like the good stuff.
Which is what?
Well, one, if it sends your pods through there, it'll kill your pods.
Yeah, but your pods are breeding
Won't it?
anyway.
You want. Yeah, but you want your pods, don't you?
Yeah, but
You
you're
know what I
breeding.
mean?
You're breeding pods anyway, aren't you? Like in your system, you got too many.
Yeah.
So you can afford to lose.
Yeah, I know
a few.
that.
So
Yeah,
I
but
would.
that's what I'm saying. So you lose your pods, you lose your good bacteria,
Yeah, but then again, you're getting more good bacteria breeding all the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is one of them. This is one of them infinity loops, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say that you got to weigh it up. Is the amount of bad stuff that you're going to kill and get rid of worth the collateral damage? And if it is, and that you've got plenty of the good stuff, so you don't mind losing a bit, then it's no problem, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what people always say. Yeah, but you're
Like I said,
killing good
I've
stuff.
had mine
It's
off
like, yeah,
now.
but how much good stuff do you need?
I'm gonna hop out.
Do you see what I'm saying, Dave?
Yeah, I'm trying to answer a question in chat. So I
Oh,
guess I
sorry,
gotta-
buddy. Yeah, sorry for that. I can't hear you too well.
King asked, how long did it take me to dial in my 2-part dosing? I had to stop to get my salinity back. Now, what I'm thinking, King, is you're using a 2-part that you're mixing with a lot of water and RODI water, and that's why it's screwing with your salinity. My 2-part from Fritz comes very concentrated in bottles, and I dose it right out of those bottles. So that's why I'm not getting any problems with salinity, because I'm not putting a lot of RODI water in when I dose. I mean, I'm only dosing about 5 milliliters of alkalinity a night, whereas you might be dosing a lot more. So to answer your question,
you see
I don't know what kind of 2-part you're using. Maybe these guys can help a little more.
Have you seen that inappropriate reefers video, Dave?
About his salt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Right,
didn't
see,
see
that's
that one.
That's a rookie mistake what he did.
I didn't see
Innit?
that one. What did he do?
It was
Oh,
using
I
reef
did.
crystals,
Sorry, I
which
thought you meant Infamous Aquatics. You're on about where
Yeah.
he changed
No,
to
no, no.
Coral Pro, right? And he didn't realize the KH was a lot higher.
We all do that.
Yeah.
Oh, this stuff's the best. Let me get that stuff.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Why'd my stylo turn white?
Hey, Dave, another thing I found with people using doses as well, some people don't realize that you have to calibrate each dosing head to each liquid that you're dosing.
I heard that from you, and I did that.
Yeah, because some of them, like, they don't realize some of the solutions are thicker than others. So you have to run them at different revolutions to dose the same amounts.
Nice and relaxing back here.
It's the PRS 2-part. That's the one you mix yourself, right, King? You mix up the 2-part with some RODI water. So how much, say, how many milliliters do you dose of alkalinity a day? So I can wrap my head around what you're dealing with.
I might check my KH actually.
At TMG, if you use RODI to calibrate your dosing pump, what Nick was saying is some of them are thicker and some of them are, well, they're probably not thinner. So you're not actually getting that many milliliters of that said liquid. Like my 1-part goes on pump 1, I calibrated it with 1-part into a cup, and then I just poured it back into the 1-part. Also prime the line with it nice too, you know. You got to prime the line anyway. You don't want all that water in there. Your first couple of doses are going to be off.
How do you check the calibration, Dave? You know, to what, like, say you're 5 mil, how do you calibrate to make sure that it is 5 mil? Do you use a syringe or?
I put it into a beaker. I think it was 100 mil. It's calibrate on my doser. You run 100 mil and you stop it when your cup is at 100 mil.
What type of beaker are you using? One for like cooking or?
I use the one for cooking.
Scientific beaker that I bought from Amazon.
Oh, right. I was going to
they're estimated.
Yeah, be careful with the ones for baking or cooking because they estimate. The best ones to use are the ones, you know, for like making your own. I don't know if you have them over there, like homebrew, like fermenting beer and stuff at home. And sometimes you can go to a store where they sell you equipment for making your own beer.
Yeah,
they have calibrated. They have calibrated measuring. Like I don't know what they call them, like just basically calibrated tubes that you can use, and they're a lot more accurate.
Well, you're something that puts that wall right in the window. I started dosing 5 milliliters a day, and
Jesus.
I needed more, so I bumped it up to 7. So if it's really 7 or if it was really 5, doesn't matter. When it's where I'm at now, where I want to be. So it just happens to be 7.
No, you're right, because if you're checking, like, you're right, Dave, because if you're doing your testing and that amount gives you the right reading on your test, then it doesn't matter whether it's accurate or not, right? Because it's whatever it is that you need.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Yeah,
I did give it a shot and order beakers, but when I got them, they did say they were estimated. So all bets were off at that point anyway. So now I have
all beakers are going to be estimated.
Glass containers.
Another way you can do it is, the syringes that you get with your water test kits. You can dose into the cup or whatever, and then suck it up.
Exactly.
I tried that, and it's the worst thing to do.
Is it difficult doing it that way?
It is extremely difficult because even those syringes, they're not accurate either.
They're not accurate enough.
None of these equipments used to measure volume are accurate. They're always like plus or minus. Like if you ever actually get them from the manufacturer, they'll disclose how accurate they are. So from one syringe to another syringe, it's like plus or minus a certain amount. So it's really annoying. So that's why I don't really care. Like I did it on 100 milliliter cooking thing. I calibrated all 4 dosers to it.
Right.
And I really don't care if it's actually 100. I just care about having a consistent number every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's a good way.
The only ones that are spot on are the medical grade syringes.
Yeah.
You
know how I
I've got
do
a
it.
few.
See, like my name, Easy Reefer. Like when I'm with clients and stuff, I'll tell them to do it the proper way, and I measure it by. If I need a little bit, then it's a splish. If I need a bit more, it's a splash.
Yeah.
If I need a lot, it's a splosh.
Wait, how much is King of Soul dosing that he's having salt creep from dough?
King of Soul.
Yeah, he's dosing his BRS 2-part. He said he thinks he's going to start using 4 milliliters, whereas I'm using 7, so mine's more concentrated. That's why it's messing with my salinity. He's actually got to dump a lot of RODI water in his mixture, which is going into his tank, which is throwing off his salinity. So I don't know how to get around that.
I was using BRS and I was dosing. See, I don't even want to say the number, but I was dosing. What was it?
A lot.
Right now, I'm at about 12 milliliters 6 times a day on alkalinity.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I don't have a salt issue. You know, it's RODI mixed with that whatever crap BRS cells.
Yeah, but how much? It's a powder, right?
Yeah, it's a powder.
Okay, so that's the issue there. There's no way to mix it stronger, right? Or it'll fall out of solution.
I'm pretty sure you can mix it stronger. I'm pretty sure you can mix it stronger. You just gotta probably heat up the water. Because even mixing it now, it has a hard time dissolving into the water.
Right. I was gonna say, if you the other thing as well with if you're getting dissipation, so if your alkalinity keeps dropping and dropping, even though you're adding more and more, what you can find is that the water isn't holding it in the system. So all you do is dose like less amount but more frequently.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Spread out the dosage. Don't do all in like one hit.
Mine's put up the dose every 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Keep an eye on your magnesium too.
Yeah, magnesium.
That alkalinity is being able to mix with the other.
Bringing up my magnesium. My magnesium is closer to 1400 right now, and that's where I find my tank of whole alkalinity is closer to 1400.
Right.
You know.
Where's your calcium? Do you know?
Right now it is at. Hold on, I wrote it down yesterday. All right, my ALK is 8.6, calcium 415, mag 1380. So I'm bumping up my calcium right now too, just a little bit. And Red Sea test is garbage. The Red Sea alkalinity test is rubbish.
Really, that's what I use. What do you substitute for that? What else do you use?
I use Salifer for alkalinity. One,
Yeah,
Red Sea
Salifer one's good.
titration. It is almost impossible for a grown man to distinguish light blue to light green to yellow. That's the worst titration color ever. Worse.
An adult straight male.
No. No, what I mean by like guys aren't keen on colors, and then the older you get, the worse you are at distinguishing colors. You got what I'm saying? A kid will probably be able to pick that up, but I can't. You know,
I've done a lot of welding, so yeah, my color. Color is off.
I feel your pain. Man.
Might as well have looked at the eclipse the other day. Probably wouldn't have hurt.
Hey, TMG, have you got corals in now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got tons.
You got loads in now?
I got loads. How
long have you had the corals in? How long have you been dosing to them?
He's an addict. He's truly an addict.
Maybe a month ago.
Oh, right. Okay. I was going to say, because sometimes initially when you start dosing, your coral and your rock will suck up the magnesium.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
When I started dosing, it was like horrible because I couldn't keep alkalinity up. Magnesium would drop like no other, you know.
Yeah.
So now I hand dose magnesium. You know, I just had to bring the levels back up to 13. And I'm just gonna see how much it pulls a week and dose it weekly. You know, but I just put on a doser last night. So
which one did you get?
I got the Jabo DP4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I should be getting more corals today.
Nice. What are you getting today?
Jabo doser.
I don't even remember. That's I'm getting a rock flower now, a couple euphyllias, a couple like 2 acres.
Nice.
Whatever. You know, so
the rock flower names have got a strong sting on them, haven't they?
Yeah, you have to watch them, but they're really pretty though. They're very nice.
Yeah, no, I love
they are.
I love them for the look.
But they've got a stronger sting.
I'll tell you what.
Jabo dorsers are shite, if I tell you.
Yeah, you have to watch it.
I've got one.
You have to watch
I've got one.
Yeah, no,
I've got one, and it's seriously shite.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. When I can afford a better one, I'll get a better one.
So I had to drop my alkalinity down to back down into the 8s because I slowly brought it into the 9s, and everybody in the tank liked it except for my trichophilia and some of my zoas. Hated it. You know, which was weird. I was just like, dang. You know, but the SPS liked it, the hammers liked it, you know, but the trichophilia closed up. It started like showing signs of stress, and when the alk was like 9.6.
Yeah, some of the stuff are just readily, and others you have to take time with. That's the problem with like having a mixed reef. Trying to keep everything happy.
Yeah, so
I tell you what, I'd like to do. I'd really like to do an anemone only tank. That would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
They look